Hybrid family, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be going over the top abilities that you need to be using in Madden 24. Now, I understand that it's a lot of different abilities out there, and somebody may not know the correct stat. Well, you're at the right video for that. But before we get into it, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. We are on that grind to 2,000 subscribers. But let's go ahead, let's get into it. Now, starting off with the offensive side of the ball. Starting off with our quarterback, obviously we have Tom Brady, but everything that's on Tom Brady is not necessarily needed. Obviously, you will want to have as a luxury is that fearless ability. Fearless ability, if you can't get it, is not the end of the world, but if you are able to get it, I will highly suggest that you use it. It helps out a lot more than what you may think, especially with instant elites and fear mongers, and I want to say even just random D-line pressure, even if they don't have any of those abilities. Now, gift wrap, I've seen a lot of people say that you don't need gift wrap. You don't. It's no longer needed. Yes, it is. Spend the 1 AP, or in Tom Brady's case, or like the Patrick Mahomes, or who was the other person that we just got, Warren Moon. Get them for 0 AP now at this point. So it's not going to hurt you if you do run it. It helps you complete a lot of high passes, and also ensures that if your receiver do get that diving animation, that they will actually catch the ball. Gutsy Scrambler, not really needed. Gunslinger is needed on all releases. Some people argue that it's not needed for traditional 4. I beg to differ. It still just helps it out even just a little bit, just to get that ball out. Pocket Deadeye, personal preference, not really just needed. Set feet lead or pass lead elite, both are very needed in this game. If you don't have it on your quarterback, obviously everybody knows that ball is going to float in the air for a long time. And then lastly, Master Tactician, or any type of hot route master. Master Tactician is nothing but hot route master, QB playmaker, and also conductor all into one. But you can just settle for a hot route master. Now, for everything else on the offense, maybe the running back, you will definitely want to have like a jukebox energizer, or an evasive energizer, and an angry run / freight train. That's all you really just need for a running back. There's not really much else. Also, tank. If you can get tank, that's even better. Walter Payton gets tank baked on for free. You also have the Marshawn Lynch's of the world. I want to say Jamal Charles even gets tank. Correct me in the comment section if I am wrong on that. Now, for the wide receivers, I got Alshon, Tyreek, Marvin Harrison. If you didn't see how we got this Alshon Jeffrey, go back into the video that I posted yesterday. Probably my best single individual pack that I've ever had. But now, for the wide receivers, all of them, you got to have that route tech. It's a man-beating ability, and at this point in the year, it is a lot of man going on in these Madden streets. Now, if you want to have like a yak 'em up on them for an ability or an X factor, that is also good. Some of these cars do get angry runs. Anything that just really just help you break that first initial contact. Now, for personal preferences, if you're able to get that short out, it helps with man press, but it doesn't help as much as it did in past years, especially with bottleneck, one step ahead, being just given to you, to the point where you don't even have to really pick up your controller on defense. But overall, that's just really the whole synopsis of what you just truly need. Now, the third down threats, the deep elites, the mid in, the mid outs, those are all just sprinkles on top of the cake. You don't really need them, but you appreciate it if you do get them. Same thing with tight ends. Short end elite or route tech, not tight end apprentice isn't really needed. You don't really notice matchup nightmare come into effect that much because of the amount of KOs that's everywhere out on the field. Now, for the offensive line, the only things that I would say that you just absolutely need: 5 secure protectors, especially no edge protectors or anything of that nature. You at least need 1 identifier, and also a threat detector. Now, however you want to mix and match that, that's what I highly suggest. That threat detector does come in handy a lot on 3rd and 4th down situations, so that you can learn and see where your opponent is trying to attack you at. So that's pretty much all of the abilities that you do need to be running on offense. stack what you want, mix and match the combos with however you want. I'm probably going to be moving off of Tom Brady for a little bit just to test out different quarterbacks. I don't think that I'm going to sell them. But now off into the defense, what do we have here? I do run a heavy zone-based scheme. Not a lot of man. I rarely do run man unless I'm just sending a random blitz to catch my opponent off guard. I forgot where I was at. But like I was saying, heavy zone-based coverage. So starting off with our 2 top safety spots. The thing that I value even in a man coverage scheme, typically a 2-man top safety, deep zone knockouts and mid zone, that ensures that anything across the middle and deep, they're both getting played. And also the new thing about these safeties, avalanche. Avalanche is definitely a luxury ability, but it's not needed. But like I said, it's just like sprinkles on top of that cupcake. It's always welcome. So with Paul Krause, deep zone knockout, mid zone pick artist. Pick artist is also a very key thing, because if not, they'll be in position to make the play, but they'll just swat it. Now for Ryan Neal, we do have that deep out zone, deep end zone, secure tackler, mid zone, and pick artist. And also with an avalanche, as you can see right here. Crazy ability stack. Wish he would have just got a deep zone knockout to make things a lot easier, but that's the stack that we did get. And so pretty much the same thing as deep zone knockout with that deep out and deep in, and also having that pick artist with a avalanche ability. Now if we staying at the top of our screen, we got our linebackers right here. Right outside linebacker, I don't put him in the coverage. He's really there for a primary rusher. Now, the thing that I value the most about this Odafe Owe is that he does get that Colossus ability baked on for 1 AP. If you don't have Owafe or Owe or whatever, you need to have unstoppable forces for any of your edge rushers. And once we get down to the bottom of the screen. Now for my user, it doesn't really matter, or I don't really just care for it too much to even just go into like specific details. It's whoever you want to use. User, make sure if you can get avalanche on them, make sure that you are using it. I got Ray Lewis and Terrell Bernard right there, both with lurk artists, which is a necessity, or else your linebackers won't animate, and either a enforcer supreme or a tackle supreme. If you can get both of them, that is amazing. I don't know one card that can get both of them stacked, but if you're able to do that, that is great. And also a mid-zone knockout if you can. Just make sure that you don't blitz your user, or else your KOs won't activate. And then that goes the same thing for Ray Lewis. Bruce Irvin, he's just there, but I do have that. Let's go over to him. Mid-zone knockout, tackle supreme, and lurk artist. I got all 3 of those just in case I do drop him back into coverage. He's not really used as one of my primary rushers. Now let's go down to our cornerback 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I'll have deep out my 2 outside corners, deep zone KO, mid zone KO, and also with avalanches, and also pick artists, and also secure tackler and tackle supreme. You need that. The most important defensive ability that you can have out here on this field is going to be that secure tackler or tackle supreme. It just is, especially with angry runs, Walter Payton, freight trains with the fridge. You need it. Now for our cornerback number 3, I don't have secure tackle on him just because AJ Terrell doesn't get it, but he does get that flat zone, mid zone, acrobat, pick artist, and also what is that? The one that you can see the opponent plays. I forget. I think it was in this film study. It's film study, but I'm using acrobat on him because I have Owe with Bill Thone film study. Now, the biggest thing for your slot corners that's going to be playing close to the line of scrimmage, you want them to have flat zone KO, mid zone KO, and a pick artist if they can get that stack. Acrobat, nothing but a luxury, like I said. But with Darrelle Revis, he's right there because he gives me a secure tackler closer to the line of scrimmage. He also has bottleneck, and I do run that 1 AP universal coverage on him. So if I have to put him in a man-style situation, he'll still get the knockout. And that's the same thing for Charvarius Ward. Deep out zone, deep end zone, mid zone, secure tackler, avalanche, and also pick artists for him. Aiden Hutchinson, John Randall, Christian Wilkins, Aaron Donald. Unfortunately, I no longer use Aaron Donald on my field. He still has the edge threat elite, no outsiders, and secure tackler, as you can see right here. But these are the main three that we're going to be talking about. Christian Wilkins get that inside stuff and no outsiders for 0 AP. The best stack that you can run on a run-stopping defensive tackle in the game. And I also went and sacrificed 2 AP for a secure tackler. We got enough AP on defense, so I'm not even using all of my AP just because of how crazy AP discounts are. John Randall, he gets that unstoppable force as an ability baked on. So momentum shift or anything of that nature cannot affect his pass rush. He also comes with a inside stuff for 0 AP and also no outsiders for an extra 2 AP. We might run secure tackle on him for an additional 2 AP. Haven't really made that executive decision yet, but we will see. And for the last card, probably the most valuable card on this defense, Aiden Hutchinson with that tackle supreme, edge threat elite, dual threat, no outsiders, pick artist. But what makes him the most valuable person on this team, momentum shift as an X factor, charged up. It takes 2 plays to get charged back up, and then 2 plays off, 1 play on, 2 plays off. This can nullify Tom Brady, RG3, any type of glowing X factor player that's on offense while you're on defense. They can't do nothing about it. So it pretty much makes Madden back to normal-ish. It just all depends on how your opponent is playing. This is the ability stack that I'm running on him. Dual threat, double or nothing, pick artist for D-line interceptions, edge threat elite, no outsiders. He also comes with that tackle supreme. Great card, man. Great card. So these are kind of all the bases of the best abilities and how you should be running on your offense and your defense. Let me know down below in the comment section if you're more of a man-based scheme or a zone-based scheme, or you just like to just do whatever random play just comes to your head. I'll really be interested to know. For our specialists, obviously, we're going to be having that Zen kicker, clutch kicker, and focus kicker, I want to say. Yeah, clutch kicker so we don't be iced. Zen kicker for anything over 45 yards. Focus kicker for anything under 45 yards. It just ensures that you just don't miss a field goal and you have full visibility of your kicking meter in late fourth quarter situations. Woo! That was a lot to say. But if you did enjoy this type of video, make sure you do hit that like button. Comment down below what's your favorite card this year in Madden 24. As always, I do love you all tremendously, and make sure you do hit that subscribe button before you head out. We are on that grind to 2,000 subscribers. But until next time, my brothers and sisters, I'm out.